Hi, nice to meet you.
Hello.
You watch our videos?
We do.
And does this guy watch our videos?
He does.
What's his name?
Roger.
Roger. Hello, Roger. He's a good boy. You briefly said a minute ago, what did you say?
So he's great at working gun doggy stuff, and he's only one, so
Okay, so when you say he's great at being a gun dog, like he's great at training?
yeah,
He's keen.
he's keen. He's retrieving. He's picking up.
Okay,
He's not shy of shot or anything like that.
okay.
But yeah, we take him to the pub and he barks at everything.
And what like, you saying he barked at us in the arena, did he?
Yeah, barks in the arena.
What, is it frustration? Do you think he's like, I want to get that retrieve? Like, or is he like, is he barking at like a dog in the pub or a person?
Like when people come near him.
Yeah,
Oh, like a whoa, go away.
yeah,
And yeah, he's fine here. He's not barking. I mean, he said he was barking at me in the arena.
yeah.
So a couple of things that tells me is you're sitting watching our demo
Yeah.
and he's like, this is shit. He's bored.
But he's interested.
Yeah, but he's wanting to get involved. And so I'm just stabbing in the dark because I don't know it.
Yeah.
But what I would say, whereas when you're walking around here, there's stuff happening, there's stuff to do. I think probably you need to do more like sit and do nothing when you're training him.
Yeah.
Like go out into the field and instead of like throwing dummies and doing fun things for him, just sit there.
I was gonna say that's
Get-
what we've been really working on.
Get on your phone, make some calls,
Yeah.
you know, have a conversation like we are now, and him just to go, oh, okay, I've just got to wait. I would say a 1-year-old dog, he's probably like a little kid going, Daddy, I'm bored. And then what that happens is it's manifesting itself into more. Like you're like, oh, he's being possessive or aggressive or whatever. But actually, probably it's just like frustration.
Yeah.
Because he's not used to just doing nothing. So instead of taking him to the pub when you want to go to the pub, as in, right, we're going to go and have 3 pints and a meal and we're going to be here for 3 hours, just go to the pub with him for like 20 minutes. Okay, have one drink, make it about him, do some training and go, right, we've just done 10 minutes in the pub. I sense that he's going to turn into a bit of a wally because you've been on his case, been correcting him. And then,
Sit.
but there you go. So we've been standing here for 8 minutes probably since you first came in, and he walked in, he said hello to me, he sniffed the bench there, he's been fine. And now he's like, "Ah," and he wants to go. And so dogs come up and he's seen an opportunity. Now that's fine because we've corrected him between us both. We've corrected him and shut that down, which is what you would do in the pub as well.
Yeah.
But if you keep doing it and keep pushing, you're going to build his and he's just going to blow up basically.
Yeah.
So what you'd want to do is think situations like that, correct it, pause, and then go, right, instead of waiting here till it happens again, let's move on. Let's have a bit of a break. Let him shake it off. Let's walk out the pub, walk down the street, put him in the car for 15 minutes, whatever, you know, not on a day like today, but put him in the car, go home, put him in the car and just leave him in the car for a bit and then go back out, go and get him again. So it's like a reset. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's a bit like asking a kid to sit in a maths lesson. If you ask them to sit for 5 minutes, they can do it. 10 minutes, they might be able to do it. You hit 20 minutes, half an hour, and they're like, oh, God, and they want to just throw shit around.
Yeah.
So I think he's probably the same. He's like, the bit I like is the doing stuff. The bit I don't like is being patient. So you need to work more on his patience, but you got to do it to success, not to failure.
Yeah.
Okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And he's won. So
Yeah.
that's pretty normal. But don't go, oh, that's pretty normal, it'll pass. Go, that's pretty normal, but we need to manage it. That's the way to...
And what about not listening? So he's going through that phase now of almost.
Lot listening, out working, or just in general, like sniffing and cocking his leg.
So cocking the leg is a nightmare to me.
Yeah. It's 1-year-old boys.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 14, 15, 16-year-old blokes. It's like, I don't need my mum and dad. You've got to rein in his freedom, stop being complacent, stop thinking to yourself, oh, my dog's great, and go, no, he was great. We're having a bit of a dip, back on a lead, back on his case.
What would you suggest for the cocking in terms of? So I try and let him have a wee.
Yeah.
So I go wee wees, and then if we're out on a walk, I'll say no.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, so we when we bring a dog out for training, we basically, that's sounding too much like Hitler, we allow them to have 2 wees. Okay, so they come out of the kennel and the boys, all the girls need a wee.
Yeah.
Okay, we then walk down to, like the end of the tents there.
Yeah.
And then we'll purposefully like stand next to a tree or something where we know that another dog's probably peed. And then we'll let them have another pee. It's fine. We go having a pee. It doesn't mean they get to pull me off into the distance. It's just having a let him have a pee, and then we're like, right, we're done. Okay, and the only time he's now allowed to have a pee is if he stops all fours with a dummy in his mouth. He's like, oh my god, I'm bursting, because it's half an hour later and actually he hasn't had enough of a wee. But otherwise, it's like almost offering him things to wee on, to then correct him if he's that bad.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So walking past the post as if like, are you going to try it on? And as soon as he does, you know he's going to, so you're ready to correct it. So you're ready to correct it, kind of thing. Just loosen that off a little bit.
Good boy.
And you know, and being like when he picks up, for instance, if you've got a dog, if he's one of these dogs that runs out fast, picks up a dummy, and then goes, oh, I'm going to have a wee on my way back. You've got to be more dynamic as he's back. Not even, but when he has picked up the dummy, before he has, you've already gone.
He's not so much weeing when he's out with a dummy and things
No.
like that. Just,
Okay,
just
fine.
on the walk then, just-
Yeah, so if he's on a walk, it's just more time on a lead. And I'm of the view that if they want to spend their whole time when they're off the lead, pissing on every bush, good luck to them. I've got better things to do. I'm not going to wait for them. I'm going to walk very bloody fast so that they're left behind
Let them do that.
when they're off the lead, yeah. But if they're in front of me and they're peeing on everything, I will give them a little kind of like, come on, we're going. But when they're on a lead, I don't allow it. And what I find is if you don't allow it on the lead, then they tend to kind of break the habit
Right.
before it, because he's only been doing this probably for a month.
Not that.
Yeah, not.
You know, like prior to that, they're sort of like little boys, and they're like, oh, I need a wee, and they're like, you know, and now suddenly he's like, oh, I'm big, and I'm Roger,
Yeah.
you know, I want to do a bit of Rogering kind of thing.
Yeah.
And he's just thinking between his brain's moved from there to down between his legs,
Yeah.
and you just need to kind of hoik it back up again.
Okay.
Yeah. We have to keep an eye on him at these hands.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Thank you very much.
Keep watching. Thank you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.